safe distance. He's not the most aggressive Cloud, but I like to think he's actually a very solid Cloud.
Is this a stock?
That is a stock, unfortunately. And this is exactly what I'm talking about, is what I think Cloud, for me, doesn't vie in the top 3 spot. Someone with a recovery that inconsistent doesn't really, for me, match up with that.
Sure,
that's just my opinion.
But I mean, he does have very good kill options. So
oh, definitely.
It's debatable.
Honestly, like he is probably like the most well-rounded character that has the options for pretty much every situation. Better than Bayonetta, in fact. It's just that recovery is holding him back, and he's a little bit too streamlined. Bayonetta is a bit more unpredictable, so that's why.
So if you think, if Koro does take this game, will Sandman stay Cloud, or?
Sandman is a player of many characters. In fact, he also now has a Rosalina, so I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Rosalina in this sense.
Right. So I'm not sure about kill percents, but Kirby is very well kill percent, right?
Kirby is definitely around kill percent. Kirby is, I think, like 3rd or 4th lightest, right? Maybe 2nd even. No, I don't know if Kirby's lighter than Game & Watch. I'm not too sure. But like a back air would definitely kill. A dash attack would kill. Oh, Kirby's heavy? Okay, so let's just assume that Kirby's like the 5th lightest, I'd say. Not even?
Wait, is Kirby heavier than like Rosalina?
Greed is going to go and probably check the stats to see of Kirby's true weight. But regardless of what that is, Kirby is indeed at kill percent. Also considering that Sandman has rage right now. See?
Yeah,
dash attack.
That's it.
There we go.
And he's also going to have limit half charge, so when that's charged, I think the game is going to be back to even. That
was a really nicely placed Blade Beam. I'm seeing a lot more Clouds use Blade Beam. 7th latest. Oh my gosh.
Wait, so for the other 6. For the other 6.
No, sorry, he's tied for 5th.
Tied for 5th. Wow. We're having Greed coming in with some Kirby knowledge.
Kirby's heavier than Rosalina. Just let that sink in for a sec.
Damn.
And while Greed was looking at character weights, Kirby has already taken game 1, so Sandman's starting his.
It's understandable. It wasn't completely understandable for him to probably take that back, because Cloud's a very swinging character, but
for sure. Oh, looks like he's gonna pull out the Little Mac.
Little Mac and Kirby to me seems a little odd and strange, considering that I feel like Kirby can pop out of Mac stuff really easily.
Exactly, right? I feel like this matchup might be even worse than Cloud, because you did talk about Cloud's back recovery, right?
Yeah.
That's also a problem for Little Mac, and yeah, it's questionable.
Yeah. I think Sandman is arguably a very aggressive Mac, but I think if he plays a bit more conservative like he is right now, he'll definitely perform pretty well here. Nice. Wow. See, that is so fast. If you go from downer right to up tilt, it doesn't leave you a lot of time to punish. Like another character I know, like Fox. Up tilt. Up tilt's not. Arguing with Arnaud here about Fox's up tilt being a little busted.
It is absolutely dishonest. It is not honest.
Yeah.
So I believe Little Mac is one of the fastest characters in the game, so he would definitely outspeed Kirby.
He is the 3rd fastest character on the ground, only underneath Captain Falcon and Sonic. Oh, and his frame data on the ground is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, dude, his up B is frame 1. It's invincible frame 1, active frame 2, so that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I know, right? So
that's like a Ryu Shoryu almost.
Yes. They call Ryu's up air to Shoryu called the Locust now, by the way. Fun fact.
Wait, really?
Yep. It's been trademarked.
Naruto who came up with it?
Yeah. They call it the Locust. So it's cool. Yeah.
So both characters staring each other down, not really doing anything.
Well, it's just kind of nerve-wracking because say Sandman goes in and he accidentally, like, say, whiffs an attack or puts himself in neutral. He gets punished for it greatly. We're going to have Tony hop. Are you staying, Tony? Or?
Sure. Do you want to?
All right, we're switching out Tony for Greed right now, by the way.
So yeah, Sandman please make some.
This is actually not the first time that Koro's like beat Sandman. Like, not saying he will right now, but of course, but he has beat Sandman before.
Well, Koro is ahead in a game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Although this is Devin's, what he wants. He wants to have KO punch on the 2nd stock.
KO punch in the 2nd stock, final destination, no platforms to hide on.
Yeah, exactly. He has to. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That was good.
What's this kiddie pool sponsorship?
All right, so something the BC community has is it's called the kiddie pool.
Yeah.
It's all the high school players and younger. What's up? Just wait for stream. You guys can play after them. So anyways, as I was saying, the kiddie pool is a chat for players under the age of, I don't know, 16 or so.
16 or so, yeah.
Something around that. So
16
yeah,
and under, maybe.
If you're a viewer, you play Smash, you want to join the kiddie pool, you know, hit up Discord.
Hit up
Ask
Discord.
if you can join that. Get the Young sponsorship.
Getting a little shout out here. Unfortunately, someone from the kiddie pool won't be attending any more BC tournaments.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. Snow.
Tell them who that is.
Rip Snow.
Snow moving to somewhere in Alberta.
A famed Roy player won't be able to be part of the kiddie pool here in BC at least. And I don't think there's a Smash scene to where he's actually moving to Alberta. It's too far off.
Although he said it was an hour from something. I'm not sure, though. Anyways,
yeah. Back to this match. I find it very odd that Koro decided to go Sonic, because I think max jab is just kind of shuts down spin dash.
Yeah, well, oh, whoa. I thought that was a jab block for a sec. Okay, that was a nice combo by Koro.
Oh, I really like that one. So
yeah. I mean, I understand going Sonic, because, you know, Kirby to Sonic is a huge, like, tier difference. But there's the factor that Sandman has played a lot of Sonic.
Yeah.
With, you know, Dandelion
and Cantrip as well,
especially.
Yeah, so he's not completely unfamiliar with this.
Although this particular matchup, I know Sandman almost always goes Cloud against Sonic, which is, you know, obviously you'd do that.
Well, we even see other players like Locust go opt to play Cloud against
Sonic.
It's just so much better, right?
Yeah.
With that big sword. But the jab is still a really good option against Sonic.
One of the few characters who's quick enough to catch Sonic. Oh, and that's it.
Down smash, catching that.
Yeah,
unable to sweet spot fast enough not to get hit by that down smash.
And he needs to get rid of... Okay, gets rid of it with spin dash.
Yeah, by getting rid of getting rid of KO punch, it makes these odds a little bit more favorable for Koro.
Yeah, he can...
Ooh.
This is rough.
That was really cool. I think that was a spin shot.
Yeah, Koro keeps using neutral beat. Jabbing at the ledge.
Nice back air. Not enough to kill yet, though, but you place Sandman in a very uncomfortable position.
Good air dodge by Sandman.
Nice up tilt, catching his landing. I really like that. I think Koro needs to slow it down a little. I know he is playing Sonic, but I think he needs to really pick his moments and catch Sandman off guard. Nice haymaker, just preventing the back air.
Really quickly. That's not safe.
Nice perfect pivot. I like that. See, this is what I want to see from Koro. He doesn't have the stock lead, but like he needs to take his time.
At this point, he has to take the kill like as soon as he can, and then try and go for it again.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's gonna be it. It was a good set.
Comeback by Sandman. Next up, we're gonna have Aimed versus you.
Yeah, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be fun. I don't like Fox.
Good luck. Have fun. All right.
I should have had game.